Yeah, morning all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 20 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 10 plus years of experience in Python environment. My experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, Matplotlib, CP, right? Yes. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes.
Yeah, it's visible. I can hear
Yes.
your voice.
Fine, thank you. Yes. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following things. Why Python? Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got a great boom? The reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. And who can learn Python? There are no prerequisites for learning Python. Anyone can update with Python. Python statements look like normal English statements. So I'll just differentiate this Python code with other language code. Coding wise, length wise, complexity wise, you can check how simple the Python statements and how Python was built or derived by taking the features or advantages from different other programming languages. And before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are we developing and what are the where Python is used today. What kind of applications are developed by using Python today? And Python usage, who are using, which companies are using Python? The Python features which you won't see in other programming languages. And Python comparison with other programming. Coding wise, length wise, complexity wise, you can check, right? And reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. And the scope of Python and job market of Python. The current job market and what is the scope of Python in the coming years, right? This is what I'll be discussing, right? So this I'll be discussing in today's and tomorrow's session, right? I'll define Python in 5 lines. I define Python in 5 lines. So one by one, Python is a general purpose programming. What do you mean by general purpose programming, right? So before Python, there were some programming languages. If you heard about the programming languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? These programming languages are purpose-based languages. Purpose-based languages. These are used for a specific purpose. Used for a specific purpose, not for all the purposes. Okay. Pascal used for complicated mathematical applications, Fortran for scientific applications, COBOL for business applications. Means these are used for a particular purpose, purpose-based languages. But if I talk about a general purpose programming language, general purpose programming, what do you mean by general purpose programming? Means a language which is suitable, a language which is suitable, a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, any kind of application, a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application. Such a language is called general purpose programming. General purpose programming. Understand this? A language which is suitable for developing any kind of application. Such a language is called general purpose programming. Okay. Python is a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications can be developed using Python, like web applications, automation applications, big data applications, animation applications, gaming applications, embedded applications, networking applications, desktop applications. In this way, varieties of applications can be created by using Python. That's why we call Python as a general purpose programming. And Python has got multi-programming features. What all the features we see in different other programming languages? What all the features we see in different other programming languages? All those features we see in Python. All those features we see in Python. Like procedure-oriented features, scripting features, modular programming features, procedure-oriented features. Python is a high-level language. There are two types of languages. Two types of languages, right? Yes. Python is a high-level, I'm saying, but there are two types of languages. Low-level language, second is high-level. Low-level language, high-level language. Low-level languages, right? Low-level languages like assembly level language, or machine level language. Assembly level language or machine level language, first thing, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. And machine dependent. They are machine dependent. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. But high-level languages like Python, they are human understandable. They are human understandable. They are portable and machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. They are human understandable. They are portable and machine independent. Right? High-level languages like Python, they are human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. Okay. Python statements look like normal English statements. They're easily understandable. They can be carried from one system to other, right? And even they're platform independent, machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. So Python is a high-level language. Python is a interpreted language, interpretation. There again here also you can see two categories of languages: compilation and interpretation. We have got compilation languages. We have got compilation languages and we have got interpretation languages. Compilation languages like C language. Python. Difference between compilation, right? It executes the entire code at once. It executes the entire code at once. It executes the entire C language, right? Compilation like C language, the entire code executes at once. But in Python, it won't execute the entire code at once. Interpretation, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy, right? And user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language. It is a user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language which provides simple syntaxes. User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language which provides simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements. Okay. So Python is a general purpose programming. It has got multiple programming languages features. It's a high level language. It can run on any hardware, any operating systems, interpreted line by line execution and user-friendly programming. User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming, right? Yes. Yes. Now, coming back, what programming features? Python has got multiple programming features. Python has procedural oriented programming features. It has got procedural oriented programming features. Procedural oriented programming features. Example like C language. It has got procedural oriented programming features like C language. It has got object oriented programming features. It has got object oriented programming features. Scripting features. Example Linux shell script. It has got modular programming features. It has got modular programming features like modular 3. Python has got procedural oriented programming like C language, object oriented programming features like C++, Java, scripting features like shell script, modular programming features like Modular 3. Because of this multiple programming features, we call Python as a hybrid language, right? So just like C language, we can develop applications like Java, you can develop applications like Modular 3, like we can develop different varieties of applications. Once again, I say for understanding Python, to learn Python, to update with Python, uh, don't there is no prerequisites. Means doesn't mean that you need to have C language or C++ or Java or Modular 3. As part of our course, I'll be discussing procedural-oriented programming with Python, object-oriented programming with Python, scripting, and modular programming with Python. Okay. Procedure-oriented programming with Python, object-oriented programming with Python, and modular programming, right? As part of our course, we'll be discussing all this. Two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creations, Python and Java. But Java developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming features. Without object-oriented programming features, there is no Java programmer application. Right? Without object-oriented programming features, there is no Java programmer application. But with Python, with object-oriented, without object-oriented, with modular programming, we can develop different varieties of applications. And scripting, Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries towards scripting. And modular programming features, Python 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environments. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environments. Whatever environment you are from, right? Whatever means testing or networking or data science or big data or database, right? Python has got modules for each and every environment. See, observe here, right? If I talk more on these modules, today Python has got a great boom because of these modules or modular programming, right? Check this modules. Python is providing thousands of modules, 89,300 modules. So if I talk more on this, has got for data science, it has got separate modules. Data science, it has got separate modules. For big data, it has got separate modules. Means for data science, like NumPy, CP, Matplotlib, CP, scikit-learn, right? In this way, like 10 to 15 modules Python is providing towards data science environment. Even for big data environment, like Spark with Python, PySpark, right? We have got packages Python is providing. Not only for this, like testing or for test cases, for networking environment, Python is providing modules. And for networking environment, right? Especially not only modules, a separate framework like Twisted Python, a framework itself is provided. And apart from this, for OS kinds of activities, for operating system kinds of activities, right? A separate modules Python. The name of the module itself is OS. And apart from this, for each and every database, Python is providing a module. For Python to connect with Oracle database, it's providing CX_Oracle module. With using this module, we can simply easily connect with and performing all that SQL kind of operations. And for PyMySQL, right? For MySQL, PyMySQL. Yes, and apart from that, even for SQL Server, Python has got a module like PyODBC. So in this way, for each and every database, Python is providing a module. Using that, you can easily connect using that module and connecting details. Not only for this, even for each and every file format. I want to create a Excel workbook, Excel file, right? I have got modules by writing Python code, and if you execute the Python code, you can see Excel workbook, Excel file gets created. Within the Excel file, if I want to create some sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2, just by writing Python code only, I can create sheet 1, sheet 2. I can write data into sheet 2. I can read data from sheet 1. In this way, you can perform all those, not only Excel files, comma separated values files, JSON files. The name of that module itself is CSV. The name of the module itself is JSON. And even for XML files, for PDF files, we can, by writing Python code and create a PDF files and writing data into PDF, reading data from PDF. For mathematical operations, math module, the name of the module itself is math. For statistical operations, Then we have got a module, and even for generating graphs, normal graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plots, stack plots. So just by writing 2, 3 lines of code, right, we can generate graphs in Python. We have got a separate module available like matplotlib. Any type of graph we can generate, right? As I said, normal graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plot, stack plot, pie graph. So in this way, these are some of those examples. In this way, thousands of modules, 89,300 modules is providing for every environment. Means we have even not only for computer applications, even for electronics, civil environment also it has got modules. Before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are developed by using Python. Python today is the #1 ranked programming language with diversified number of applications creations, mostly used in various environments, various applications, right? Python real-time applications. Python real-time applications. Hmm. First one, Python mostly used in creation of web applications. Python mostly used in creation of web applications. Lot of web applications are developed using Python today. Immediately you may ask, from the last 20-25 years, Java, .NET, all this, they are mostly used in developing web applications. Why again Python? Python has got a framework called Django. The Django we say D silent, we say Django. So it's one of the mostly used, commonly used framework of Python, using which at a rapid speed you can develop a web application. It has got its own database like SQLite 3. It has got its own application server. It has got many flexible features. It has got many flexible features, right? Even that 40% of the code automatically it will be generated, right? So at a rapid speed, you can develop web applications using Python, using Django framework. And also Python mostly used today in automation applications. In automation applications, right? Using technologies like data science, using technologies like data science, right? And using technologies like IoT, and using DevOps environments. See, if I talk about this IoT, it is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, electronics for collecting data, exchanging data, and controlling the things from the place where you are, right? So, in a simple way, IoT is a electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other, right? So, here 90% of the coding using this Python scripts, and also data science, right? Everything deals with the data. Data has got experience. Data has got future reference. Using data or data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classification, data clustering, data recommendations. The main technique what we see in data science, right? Means it's a blend of techniques. The main technique what we see here is ML, machine learning, right? We have got many ML techniques: regression, classification, clustering, recommendations, pattern matching. But we have seen many techniques, but the main technique is ML. We have got for all these techniques to implement, we require a language. We have got many ML techniques I was talking, but for all the techniques to implement, to code, we require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen or mostly used programming for implementing this machine learning, deep learning, AI, all this, right? Java is never preferred for implementing this data science, machine learning, right? Even for DevOps environment, writing many automation scripts using Python, where Python has got many varieties of libraries towards the scripting, right? Apart from this, one more major area where Python is mostly used, one more major big data environment. Today, if you see, data has reached petabytes. Means you should have seen KBs, you have seen MBs, or even GBs. You should have seen TBs. But beyond that, now petabytes of data is getting generated. Most of the applications generating petabytes of data. 1 petabyte equal to 1024 TBs. You take about Facebook, millions and trillions of users. In a minute, what is the data generated by Facebook? How many posts and videos are getting circulated? Each and everything has to be stored. YouTube videos upload, petabytes of data. Twitter tweets, Google queries. And if you talk about Gmail messages, bank transactions, telecom transactions, e-commerce transactions, Flipkart or Amazon transactions, everywhere which is like huge data. For handling this huge data, we have got some tools available, right? A big data like Hadoop, Spark, especially Spark, very high speed processing. It is going to process with a very high rate of speed, implemented using Python. It is implemented using Python. Spark with Python, implemented Spark with Python. We call it as PySpark. We call it like PySpark. Okay. Not only like even for scientific applications. For scientific applications, we have got CP, scientific Python, and even for numerical analysis. Even for numerical analysis, we have got like NumPy. We have got NumPy. For scientific applications, for numerical analysis, NumPy. And even for graphical user interface or for animations, we have got many modules Python is providing like PyQt, TK-Inter. Right. Apart from this, even Python mostly used, one more major area where Python mostly used today, like game development. Like game development, right? Lot of games are getting developed today by using Python. Game development, right? Lot of games, single user, multi-user games. Okay. Especially for game development, right? Python using a framework like Pygame. Pygame is a framework given by Python for developing games in Python, and also PyCar, another framework. PyCar is another framework, Python. Python mostly used in developing games. Pygame, PyCora, PySoy, right? For 3D games. Apart from this, right, Python is also used for scheduling tasks, for scheduling, right? For scheduling, like we have got Airflow, Python is providing. Even for testing or for test cases, Python is used today. And for software development, also, right? And even like software developers make use of Python as a support language, even for business applications. For business applications, Python is one of the best choice in developing e-commerce websites, and one of the hottest applications of Python, database applications. Without database, there is no web application. Python can connect with any database. Python can connect with any database, supports all major databases. And apart from this, for networking applications, for network programming or for network applications, right? Especially it has Python is providing a separate framework for networking side like Twisted Python. It is a framework given by Python for network programming, even for web scraping the data from different websites, harvesting data or extracting data from different websites. We have got modules like URL BS4 module. And apart from this, Python is also used for embedded applications. Embedded applications, the most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. Apart from this, for audio and video applications. Audio and video applications, right? Yes. The audio and video applications. Python is mostly used, and apart from this audio and video applications, Python is also used for CAD applications or 3D CAD application, computer-aided designing. Apart from this, for computer vision, which includes projects like face detection, object detection, color detections, right? And for data analysis, yes. And for robotics with Python, you can see a lot of bigger packages available. And for desktop applications, single user console applications, Python is preferred. In this way, a lot of applications we are creating today are developing today by using Python. So that's why Python is the #1 ranked programming today. At the end of the session, I'll just open Google and show you the #1 ranked programming language, mostly used programming language today. Just if you talk like who are using Python today, topmost applications built using Python. Topmost applications built using Python. Example, Google, the best example, right? Yes. Google is one of the best example of Python web applications. Google web crawling is first written in Java. It was too difficult. It was rewritten in Python. Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Instagram, right? Instagram using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose Python is Python practicality and its hybrid features. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. And the other, if you talk about the other applications, like if you heard about those applications like Quora or Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox, Netflix, right? The popular OTT platform using Python for its security, automation, and for subscription related things, right? MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. iRobot for military and for commercial operations. BitTorrent using Python. And for hardware testing purpose, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they use Python for hardware testing purpose. Just Google and check companies using Python today. Just companies using Python, you can say. Just say companies using Python. See Google, Facebook, see this all. Google, Facebook, Instagram, Netflix, NASA, Uber, Amazon, Dropbox, Pinterest, Reddit, Spotify, JP Morgan. So in this way, different companies using Python today. And from the discussion what we had till now. Okay. So before I go to talk about, okay. Python comparison. Okay. And before that, okay. I'll come back to it, but reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Which makes Python suddenly super popular. First thing is very less coding you see in Python. Very less coding you see in Python. Not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming languages. Simple syntaxes given by Python. Simple syntaxes. They look like normal English statements. Simple syntaxes given by Python. Interactive mode given by Python. Most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python because of its very less coding and also like simple syntaxes. Interactive mode. Interactive mode means just you can see in the bottom search panel, you can type CMD. Python, Python. Python 3.13. That is the version. Can you see this 3 arrow symbol? Python interactive mode means we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. For example, 3 plus 5, 23 into 42. X value is 10. Y is 5. What is X? What is Y? What is X plus Y? X minus Y. X into Y. X by Y. X into 2. X to the power of 2. 10 square. X equal to hello, HELLO, right? X into 3 prints X into 3 prints hello for 3 times. X into 5 prints hello for 5 times. With come out of this, right? Yes. Interactive mode, we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. And multi-programming features it has got. Multi-programming features. And also like wide varieties of applications. Wide varieties of applications we can create. Many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environments. So these are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Right? Now, just open Google and check popular coding language. You can type here popular coding language. Just you can say, can you see what is that? Python, right? Next comes Java. You can see next Python is the first. Next comes Java and other programming. You see more results on this. Top programming languages. Check this. Top programming languages. Python stands first in this, right? Programming languages top 10. Python stands first, right? Check this. Okay. Most popular programming languages. Python stands first. Next comes JavaScript and Java. Most popular programming language used by top 25 unicorns. Python, Java, the other things, right? Yes. Python remains the most popular programming, right? Python, Java, JavaScript. Python, topmost programming languages, Python, Java, JavaScript. As part of the Python full stack, I also discuss JavaScript also. So here Python, JavaScript, Java, these are mostly used. Top 10 programming languages, Python. Next comes the other programming. Most popular programming languages based on this Python, Java, and JavaScript. Mm. Top 10 ML programming languages for the engineers to learn. Python, next to Java, JavaScript. Ranking wise, you can see number one ranked. Python is the number one rank. Next comes Java, C, other things, right? You can see from the last 1 year, number one ranked Python. Ranking wise, rank number one rank is Python to Java, JavaScript. Ranking, you can see language rank, Python, Java. And similarly, if you want to see the job openings and this average salary, before that, you can see a big graph, right? The mostly used programming language. You can see this graph, right? The mostly used programming, 31% Python, 19% Java, C++, C. Just I have opened Google and showing you, right? Now, if you see that job openings, right? Ranking by average salary. Python stands first in that average salaries. Ranking by volume of job openings. Python and SQL, right? Both stands first in this job openings. You see, click this Python jobs, you can say. Just to type Python jobs. You see, 1,68,538 Python openings. Apart from this Python, people, the Python, you just open this a framework of Python, Django framework, Django jobs. They say Django jobs also. People who knows that Django is very less, who has got command and this Django is very less as of now. Let's check this 25,640 Django job vacancies in January. So what is the course content I'm going to discuss as part of this? So yes, Python basics, why Python, history, applications, features, advantages, versions, installation, flavors of Python, Python operations, modes, editors and IDs, data types, constants, variables, comments, type conversions, comments, escape sequences, strings, operators in Python, IDs in Python, Anaconda distributions, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, and in real time we use this IDs, integrated development environments, not on a single ID. I'm going to show you on multiple IDs. Flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string concatenation, right? So collections in Python. Collections in Python, right? Yes, list, tuple, sets, dictionaries, and list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list modifications, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, properties, categories, default, non-default, keyword, non-keyword, different types of functions, lambda, filter, map, reduce, modules in Python, different ways of importing, renaming, reloading. Packages is nothing but collection of modules. Errors and exception handling and file handling, right? Reading and writing data from different files. Object-oriented programming concepts in brief. Only these are the headings I have kept, but internally again we'll discuss a lot of things. Inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, constructors, destructors, garbage collector, static, non-static variables, overriding, regular expression module, database connectivity, installation of one database, how to connect with database, and Python data and time module, OS module, advanced concept like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, working with CSV files, XML files, JSON files, GUI programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to this data science, Pandas module, NumPy module, and Matplotlib module in brief. Especially this Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib module, right? These three things. If you see, if you have knowledge on this Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib, we can see jobs available only on these three modules if you have got knowledge, right? Check it, Pandas jobs. You can see Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib jobs. 35,761 Pandas job vacancies in January. 27,000 Python, NumPy, and Pandas Matplotlib job lab. So in this way, thousands of jobs available for this. And this 30 topics I'll be discussing in brief for Python Core and Advanced with many working examples. And people who go for Python full stack along with Python frameworks will be covered like Django, web frameworks, Django installation, applications creations, Django project architecture, different .py files like urls.py, settings.py, admin.py, models.py, views.py, and what you keep in each py files, applications creations, Django views, Django templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts, right? All this. So especially in this Django framework, you will be doing parallel along with me. Nearly 15 applications will be developed here. And what are the prerequisites like UI technologies like HTML in brief, CSS, and JavaScript in brief, and MySQL also will be discussed in brief. So just observe this. Python Core and Advanced, like nearly 60 to 70 hours I'll be spending, around 2 months it takes. 6,000 is the course fee. UI tech, first people who go for Python full stack, apart from this Python Core and Advanced. UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. Django framework with 15 applications will be developed. One more framework for this batch I'm going to discuss, like Flask framework, MySQL database, and a project. All the above 2 to 6, 70 hours, 2 months duration, around 2 months to 7,000 is the course fee. Python for 70 hours, framework for 70 hours, only 140 hours. Around 2 months, 2 months for this 4 months, 6K plus 7K. Means if you're taking the entire package with a single payment, right, it is 12,000. Timings of this batch, first 2 weeks, it will be, see, only make it clear about this batch timing, right? First 2 weeks to 15 days, right? It will be at 8 a.m. It starts at 8 a.m. Later, it will be at 7 a.m. in the morning. Let me make it clear about the timings of this batch. First 2 weeks or 15 days, it will be at 8 a.m. But later, it starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. Offerings from my side, you'll be getting each and every recorded video, means every session video you'll be getting, even if you miss a session, right? Because of your ill health, if you're unable to attend the session or due to job timings, right? You can go through the video and attend the next session for the better understanding. Soft copy, each and every soft copy of this class notes, assignments and tasks to work with to build some confidence, right? And a WhatsApp group for technical discussion. If you got any error, you can take the snap of it and keep in that. Resumes and interview questions and live interactive sessions. All the sessions will be live and interactive sessions. For each and every statement I type, you people will be responding what will be the output of it. 300 plus code examples. There's one more package like big data analytics, right? Like Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, Python. So here these three will be dealt in the weekend, Saturdays and Sundays only. Nearly for 12 weekends it goes. Around 3 months, 15,000 is the course duration. So here Python Core and Advanced, this 2 months core also is included in this package. This will be, this Python you need to attend like Monday to Friday. Means this current batch, whichever you are attending, or any other batch of mine. But for these things, only on Saturdays and Sunday evenings, right? Check with the demo in the Saturday, this coming Saturday. Right. So this is what as part of this Python introduction, right? Any queries from your side, anyone, right? Hello. From tomorrow, we're going to start with the actual, right? From tomorrow, we are going to start with the actual thing. Tomorrow also, everyone can attend the session, same time, using the same link. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow also, everyone can attend the session. Same link, same time, using the same link. See more on this. Okay.
Sure.
Any other queries? From tomorrow, I'll be showing you this. Hardly it takes 2 minutes to install Python. Tomorrow, I'll be showing you the installation of Python, execution modes of Python, Python versions, everything, right? Step by step. Right? Fine. From tomorrow, we'll be starting with the actual technicals of Python, right? So if there are no other queries, I'll sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 8 o'clock, using the same link, right? Yes. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, sir.